Vietnam was a very controversial war due to the many horrific acts committed by soldiers. What made the public hate the war so much was the fact that the whole war was broadcasted on live TV. When the soldiers came home, they were unaware of the public's opinion on the war. And they were expected to be like praised and respected, but instead they came home to hostility and disrespect. The soldiers, when they came home, they were insulted, verbally abused, physically assaulted, and like even spat on. And not only did these men have to suffer with the disrespect of the civilians and a whole war, they suffered major PTSD.
This PTSD had a major impact on many Vietnam soldiers. The guerrilla tactics, prolonged combat, and high levels of stress exposed soldiers to intense and traumatic experiences. PTSD symptoms, including flashbacks, nightmares, hypervigilance, and emotional numbness, were common among Vietnam veterans. However, during and after the war, PTSD was not widely recognized or understood, and many veterans struggled without enough support or treatment. As a result, PTSD contributed to various challenges in veterans' lives, including difficulties with relationships, employment, drug and alcohol abuse, and mental health issues. Over time, recognition and understanding of PTSD increased, leading to improved support services and treatment options for Vietnam veterans and subsequent generations of service members.
Veteran hospitals also face many challenges due to the surge of wounded soldiers returning from the war. The amount of casualties caused the hospitals to have overcrowded facilities and shortage of researchers. Additionally, the severity and complexity of injuries sustained in the Vietnam War caused unique medical challenges for healthcare providers. Many veterans hospitalized struggled to give enough care and support for the physical and mental needs of returning soldiers. Long wait times, low quality facilities, and limited access to specialized treatments were common issues faced by veterans seeking medical assistance.
Due to the poor support for these soldiers, many turned to drugs as a means of coping with the stress and trauma. Marijuana, heroin, and other drugs were available in Vietnam, and drug use became more common among veterans. The PTSD and other mental health issues among Vietnam veterans also contributed to the prevalence of substance abuse. Additionally, the stigma surrounding mental health problems and lack of support services made the problems worse, as many veterans turned to drugs as a form of self medication. Also, some veterans took part in social and political movements, such as the Civil Rights Movement, advocating for justice, equality, and peace. After the war completely ended, veterans continued to be active in working for issues such as veterans' rights, healthcare, and recognition of the lasting impact of Agent Orange and other war efforts. Many also worked to support fellow veterans struggling with PTSD, homelessness, and other challenges associated to the service.
Vietnam veterans bringing attention to issues such as the efforts of Agent Orange exposure and veterans having a hard time getting healthcare and other support. Their efforts helped place these issues on the political agenda, leading to policy changes addressing veterans' needs. Vietnam veterans were a large portion of the voting bloc, and their concerns influenced political campaigns and election outcomes. Candidates who had a commitment to addressing veterans' issues and improving the quality of life for returning soldiers were often favored by veteran voters and their supporters.